I'm Beverly.
I'm Kate.
And I'm Sonya.
And today we're dishing with you at Acacia Bistro.
Located in Van Ness at 4340 Connecticut Avenue Northwest.
And one of the most interesting things about this restaurant is the chef completely redoes the menu several times a year. Not only is your food from scratch, from the bakery to dessert, but you can come in right now and try the Spring 2 menu, which includes the lamb chops, this really curious strawberry soup, and the 7 vegetable terrine. So check out Spring 2 through the end of June before summer starts.
And our guest today is Bennett Richardson. He is the founder of Hinge, which is online dating for the Facebook generation. Welcome, Bennett. Why is this something that we need? Don't we have enough online dating services going on right now?
There are a lot of them out there, but we really think that there's something wrong with a lot of them, and that's why we decided to come up with Hinge.
So what makes yours right?
Well, the things that we don't like about online dating traditionally are the way that online dating was really interpreted for the internet. You know, you have to make a long profile, answer some difficult or uncomfortable questions, and then scroll through thousands of strangers, sometimes strangers you probably don't want to meet. And that's not a really enjoyable experience, and it's also not really good at finding people who are always really compatible with you. And so what Hinge does, we kind of reimagine online dating using existing social networks, so built on top of Facebook. So you answer questions about your friends. You know, which of these friends is most athletic? Which of these 3 people is most your type romantically? Then we learn your taste, and then we show you friends of your friends, people within your kind of 1 degree of separation network that you're compatible with.
Okay, so I'm noticing that a lot of businesses, whether or not they're dating services or whatever, want to be attached to Facebook, want to be attached to a social network, but Facebook is really the mecca for most of this. You know, why is it going to be profitable for you in the future to attach yourself to another business like this?
Well, Facebook is one of those things that's becoming really ingrained in the whole world, and especially in the United States. And one of the great things about Facebook is it's really beginning to resemble people's real-life social networks. And that's what we're really after, is we're really after the ability to say what someone would normally do, you know, recommending a friend to another friend that might be compatible romantically. We want to do that for everyone. We want to basically take that experience and have it with all of your friends. And the only platform you can do that on really is Facebook, because so many of your friends are already on there.
And you kind of can also see so much about them and you know who they're connected to and who they're friends with.
We give up so much information on Facebook too, so you might as well work that to the
Precisely.
power of love.
Precisely. Well, we also rely a lot on our users to give us help, because when you're answering questions about your friends, you're helping us learn more about them. And that's those kind of first-person interesting insights are really helpful, because just because you liked a band one time on Facebook doesn't necessarily mean that's your taste in music, but you might know your friend's taste in music a lot better. So that's a core kind of essential piece to what we do, is really having friends interact with each other, kind of play the fun kind of magazine-style quizzes where you're answering questions about taste and interests and things like that. It really gets us a deeper level of understanding.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned the band, because this kind of does remind me of Spotify for singles. Like, you're kind of telling...
Yeah, Pandora for dating is
Pandora
one of the things that we use,
yeah.
exactly. So, I mean, the experience is really similar. Pandora, you tell it what you like, you give some feedback on the nuances of that, and then they provide you recommendations of things that are in the same vein. We try to do the same thing for dating. Give us a few pieces of information, we then are able to start learning your taste and show you the kind of people within your extended friend network that you'd be really well suited for.
Do you have to pay for this?
You don't. It's free.
This is free.
It's free, and it's launching in DC later this month. We actually have set up a opportunity for District Dish viewers to try it before everybody else can. So if you log on to hin.ge and you use the secret invite code DISH, you can access it now before everybody else.
Can you imagine if we had like weddings amongst the District Dish and Hinge family? That would be...
Of course.
We'll have you on the show, and you also have to come and eat here.
Yes, well, I think they should have to tell about their dates too, because I want to. He's made me register for this, of course. So
Kate's on Hinge.
I'm on
Get
Hinge.
on it.
So, and
She already has potential suitors lining
I'm not
up.
surprised. We're not surprised.
well, the thing, what I think is interesting is that people can kind of meet you through your social network before you actually have decided to join. So there may well be people out there that are looking to meet you that so sounds like a dating commercial on TV, but that you didn't know, but they were finding you through other people's networks, which is very fun.
That's one of our.
I was going to say, I didn't mean to interrupt, but you say it's for the Facebook generation. There are people of all ages on Facebook, so are you targeting any specific population, or do you really want it to be everybody?
Well, I think eventually it really will end up being everybody, but the group that we're focused on right now, we're trying to kind of crack the hardest nut in the online dating world. Right now, 65% of young adults, like 18 to 35, say that they're not very happy with their dating life. But only 15% of that same group has ever tried online dating. So that's a huge gap, and that's something that we're hoping to close. And those kind of problems that we're trying to solve, you don't have to fill out a profile, you don't have to scroll through lots of random people. Those are the different changes we're trying to.
You said you don't have to fill out a profile, which is good and bad, because how do you know what I'm looking for? Like, what if I really like dating younger men, or what if I?
Math. What's the term that all this? It's the algorithm.
Exactly, it's the algorithm, but it's also because we're asking all of your friends questions about you, and so like we were saying before, the answers to the questions, are really helpful when your friends are asking about you, because that can often be honest.
Are you a high maintenance kind of person? Like, no, I am not.
Exactly.
And your friends are like, yeah.
I think I'm thinking more about questions like, what type of person are you interested in?
Sure.
Do my friends know if I want to have children? Maybe not. Do my friends know if I like blondes over brunettes? Maybe not. Or redheads, whatever. Do my friends know if I want someone that's 10 years older than me or 1 year older than me? Like,
you gotta trust the algorithm.
Oh,
well, and the thing is too, is the algorithm learns, right?
Yep.
And it's we actually have a patent for it. It's called collaborative content-based filtering. And really all that means is that what we were talking about already, we take lots of different points from everybody, we turn that into a recommendation. But then, once we show you potential matches, we learn a lot then too. If you save that person, or if you pass that person, that tells us a lot. Because if we show you two people that have 4 of 5 overlapping characteristics, you save one, you pass the other, we're guessing that one different characteristic might have had something to do with it. So we start to learn the older, younger piece, the blonde, brunette piece, and things like that.
Now, my big problem with dating sites and matchmakers in general are they married themselves? So, are you single? What's your deal?
I'm engaged.
You're
I'm
engaged. So, trustworthy source.
I am. Yeah, thank you. And my co-founder, our original founder and CEO, Justin McLeod, the kind of original nexus of the Hinge concept is he was in class in school and saw a cute girl a couple rows away that he was pretty interested in. Like any 21st century single person, he looked them up on Facebook later that day, found out that he had half a dozen mutual friends in common with her, and really got his kind of gears grinding in terms of how many other potential compatible friends of friends that extra degree away are there. And that's really what we're trying to do, is show those people that are only one step away that you just might not have met at that party yet.
Right under
So
your
say
nose.
if I sign up, how do I know if someone I might be interested who's a friend of a friend also is signed up? How
That's
does
a
that
great
work?
question. That's a
Invite
great
them.
question. Exactly. Well, what we do for that is a couple of different things. So say you get a match and you like them and you press save. One of two things will happen. If they're already on the app, what we'll do is we'll work a little bit of magic. So basically the next potential match that they see will be you. And then if you save them, we have a love connection. We'll contact you both, put you both in contact, and help you out, getting you out on a date and things like that. Now, if they're not on the app, we do a little bit more kind of community help. So we basically send all of your friends notification that says, hey, this friend of yours was saved by someone. Somebody's interested in them. They need to get on here and find out who that is. And so that's been a great way for us to help get people on it, because it's interesting. If you know someone likes you on a website or an application, you want to find out who it is.
Well, I love it. It seems like it's not Google me or Facebook me anymore. It's let's hook up on Hinge. So Bennett, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you all for
We
having
really
me.
enjoyed learning about Hinge. It's unique, it's different, and you may just find us on it. Yeah. Thanks so much for being with us. And as always, thank you for being with us. We have enjoyed talking to Bennett, and we would love to find out who you'd love for us to be talking to. So be our fan on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and send us a message. We'll see you next time.